Former Prime Minister Han Duck-soo has been sentenced to 23 years in prison, 8 years more than the 15-year term sought by the special prosecution for his role in former President Yoon Suk Yeol's martial law declaration. Our Ahn Sung-jin reports.
Seoul Central District Court sentenced former Prime Minister Han Duck-soo to 23 years in prison on Wednesday for aiding an insurrection.
The defendant is sentenced to 23 years in prison. The case concerning the use of a falsely prepared official document is dismissed.
This marks the judiciary's first ruling that states that the December 3rd martial law declaration constituted the crime of insurrection under the Criminal Act. According to the ruling, Han's role as a prime minister vested him with democratic legitimacy and responsibility. Yet he abandoned his constitutional duty to uphold the Constitution and the rule of law and to keep in check the president's arbitrary use of power. The bench also criticized him for choosing to participate as a member of the insurrection and noted that his actions could have pushed South Korea back into a dark era where fundamental rights and democracy were jeopardized, potentially trapping the country in a prolonged authoritarian regime and irreversible trauma and loss for the public. Following the verdict, the court conducted a separate hearing to determine whether Han should be taken into custody and ordered his immediate detention, citing concerns over the destruction of evidence. The ruling came 4 months after Han Duck-soo's trial began in September last year. Prosecutors argued that Han, as the second highest official in state affairs, was aware of such unconstitutional plans, yet aligned himself with the declaration by giving it the procedural appearance of having been reviewed by a quorum of the cabinet. Han is also accused of signing a revised martial law proclamation to remedy legal defects in the original declaration and subsequently ordering its disposal. This marks the first time in South Korea's constitutional history that a former prime minister has been taken into custody from a courtroom. The ruling is expected to have significant implications not only for the ongoing trial of former President Yoon on insurrection charges, but also for cases involving other former cabinet members. Ahn Sung-jin, Arirang News.